Okay, you be quiet. All right. Man, I swear. It's always something. It's always something. So this is Conscious Community Connections, where we keep the community connected. This is 104.5 FM, Urbana-Champaign. I'm going to read the disclaimer. Views expressed are those of the speakers and are not intended to represent WRFU, UC, IMC, or Urbana Socialist Forum. So I'm looking all little under the weather, I should say. But
you look military. Look like you've been at the firing range.
Yeah, I look now. I ain't had to pull it out tonight.
Shooting the AK-47 or something.
Look now, I don't tell people what I got. You know, it's just I'm waiting on that card real soon. So you know, yeah.
You getting ready for the end? You get ready for this election at the end? Your president not gonna step down and the whole world just gonna go crazy.
Man, Trump pulling everybody card. That's all. Hey, he pulling everybody card. They got everybody thinking like, oh my gosh, he's in there. He needs to get out. He ain't playing by nobody rules. He don't like Democrats. He don't like Republicans. He don't like none of them. Period. And hey, he do what he want to do.
Yeah.
Tell him go back there and make another vote. Your vote don't count. Go back. Do another vote.
You got to read the disclaimer. Hit it.
I did already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't hear you say this conscious community connection where we keep the community connected. And WRFU 104.5 FM. And then what's the next thing?
I already read it.
Views expressed by us are not of those of WRFU, FUM, Socialist Forum. You know it. FM. I'm sorry, but you know, you better make sure
we can't cut this. It's live. It's live. You said FU, man. Dang, that's mad.
No, I meant FM. I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize, people.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. So I'm sorry, you guys. I have not set it up to where I can read any comments or anything. I haven't even got that far. All right. But I see that a lot of people are checking us out. We are still around. We're delivering content. I love you too. I can see. That's Terry right there. She said, I love you.
Hey, Terry.
Yep.
Hugs and kisses, Terry.
What we were going to cover. Oh, Trump not Mr. P not stepping down. What'd he say?
Oh, he said, yeah. He said he's not going. He said he's not. What'd he say? He made the statement that they asked if he lose the election, would he concede? You know, and he said no, because he don't feel that it was done fairly. And he said basically that. Well, basically, they said that they will tie this up, and this is going to wind up going to the court, which is why they rushing this this new entry for Ruth Ginsburg. You know, her position. This is all part of that, because that way they could tie it up, bring it to the court, and then allow the electoral colleges to decide the vote. This is the strategy that they're using, which is these people are plotting, man.
They already got it, man. They got it already in the works. And I mean, some people say, like, you know, why would he do that? Hey, he playing the game. He going by the rules. There's loopholes and everything. He already telling you what he's gonna do in the future. So if he lose, he telling you that he's gonna pull his cards. Like, he playing his cards right. Now you're gonna get mad at him. That's the smartest thing you can possibly do. If you was in office, you'll do the same thing.
No, no, man. Nobody do what this dude do.
In order to stay, he could do 4 more years.
Trick, man. I'm telling you, this is going way beyond anything in our history book. So I don't know where this is going. I not sure. Sound a lot like Nazi Germany. What happened doing when Hitler and them was in charge? So, and I'm not just making those same references coming from other quotes, but it's very similar to them taking power. So,
Okay.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Okay.
You looking at the end pretty much. Well, the last couple of presidents actually won, and we're gonna have a show on this on voting. We were supposed to do it today, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna just bring it in next week. But the last couple of presidents won popular vote, but it was the
popular
electoral
vote is basically the people choosing, letting the people actually choose the president. The college gated, I'm saying it right. Did I say it right?
The electoral college.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So those are the people that are they like senates? Are they like governors?
Well, those are ex-lobbyists.
Okay.
Other people like that, and then, but now here's the trick. See, and we're gonna get into this more next week because electoral college work like this. Winner takes all. That's it. It can't be no 50-50 split or one. All you got to do is have one over, and 80% or 80 of the states have it where winner takes all. Maine is switching that over now, but 80 of the states have this thing that winner takes all. So if majority of your electoral college just one over votes for this dude, then all electoral colleges has to go to him. And this was, well, it's a movement right now to get rid of electoral college because it's actually a blast from the past.
Right.
They created it. These founding dudes or founding fathers created it to offset the balance of with the states that had more slaves. So smaller states have more electoral colleges than larger states.
For sure.
A lot of your presidents early on came from places like Virginia, where they had these great big plantations.
Okay.
So that was the whole purpose of creating that. But now it's used as a wealth for the wealthy and the power. It's different, that like I said, it's a blast from the past. It need to be got rid of and just go for why you got to have all these two standards. That don't make any sense. And then another false thing that you got to learn, or that I learned, we keep thinking it's one national election, right? That's not true. It's really 52 because it's 52 states. So think of it like an inning, like a baseball inning. It's 52 innings. So out of these 52 innings, it's going to decide who's going to be there. Then you have the national decision after that. But you got like 52 innings to go. So
wow.
Just there's some tricky stuff. So
it is.
Yep, but I still encourage people to get out there. It's not too late. Early voting has already started. We could talk about that. Yeah, it's already started. So if you don't trust all this mail-in stuff, or you think you don't have to wait. You could go now. And
I think there was a ballot box in front of Urbana library. It's a yellow box. So yes, go vote. Go vote.
Yeah, you now. You don't have to wait. Don't wait till the last minute, man, and all this other crazy stuff where you standing in line. And like in some places, like in Kentucky, they only got one voting place, man. Go ahead and knock that crap out now.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, just do it early. Get it over with, man. So, but that's one thing. That's one of the latest things that's out there. They got what else happening out there? It was something else. I can't think. What else was it?
You said we're gonna move into the ruling of is it Breonna Taylor?
Man, we got to talk about that Breonna Taylor movie.
Okay.
Man, that was sorry about that. That was upsetting, man. People was all down my timeline.
So
where Eddie at? Is Eddie on there?
Acquitted or say it again?
Man.
Okay.
I'm back. See,
All
that's
right.
the gremlins, man. What's going on with these gremlins, man?
The gremlins, huh?
Yeah, these gremlins are tripping.
We saying the wrong thing, you know?
I guess. Think you better leave it alone. They're gonna be them spooks gonna be at your door.
The spooks. I ain't worried about no spooks.
Okay.
I ain't worried about no spooks.
Hey. Okay. But now what was you saying? What was you asking
We're
me?
talking about
Brianna Taylor.
yeah, it wasn't it 4 officers?
Really, was you surprised though? You know, I saw a lot of things on my timeline. People were upset and like, man, I'm mad as hell. All this, I'm like, did you really? I mean, we already knew which way that was gonna go. Anytime they do that old fake grand jury stuff, where you don't know who the jury is, and then the district attorney decides how this thing gets decided. Again, another one of winner takes all thing. Like if they can't prove this and that, they got to let them go, totally acquit them, all that crap.
Right.
Man, we already knew what time that was.
And then you can't bring them up on the same charges. You got to come up with different something totally different with new evidence and all of this other stuff.
Right. So I mean, and then here's another clue, because the moment they gave that family how much money?
They only gave them 12.
But I have never seen a judgment that fast. So that was already doing the setup. You know, come on, man. Those settlements usually take about a year or so, and then finally the family be like, well, we awarded the family. Be like a year or so. They rushed this thing like they already knew what they was gonna do, and then they had all them soldiers in place and all that. Come on, man, that was a setup.
Yep, I seen. I don't know. I read I viewed a video or something about all of the settlements in the past so many years, where the police department had to pay the family a certain amount, and some of them still to this day haven't even got a settlement, let alone someone being charged for the charges that was brought on the police force. So we're dealing with a lot of things right now, and I mean, it's all by all means necessary. Isn't that a quote by the famous Mr. X?
Oh yeah,
all means necessary. We need to keep fighting it. Don't keep settling for less, because her life was more than 12 million. Period.
X was alluding to was you can't just do peaceful things. But that's why he was trying to say by all means necessary. He was saying, hey, you want this, you're gonna have to go get it. And that means, that means whatever. But I'm not advocating violence, but some of these things, I don't know. We got to come to a point, I guess. And when is marching and protesting? When is that enough? Or what other things can you do? To show, what can you, but I wouldn't get too emotional in these things, because they've been going on for a while. I've been watching them. I've been seeing them. I'm not emotional about it, man. And I guess, somebody will say, well, if that was your family, you would be, I would be then. But I done came so decommissioned or, unattached during my years seeing these things, that now it's not that. Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to say that. It's almost like they normal, and it's a trauma. It's a trauma that the people seeing psychologically. That's a trauma.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
But if you keep seeing trauma, after a while, you just think it's normal.
Yeah.
And it's a clear message. And they can take you out. and there will be no repercussion. See, but something else happened here. There was something we don't understand. Just like in man, what state was that? It
What
was
just recent?
huh?
Was it a recent state that you're talking about? Some
Well, okay. What happened? What's going on now is it Albany? I think it's Albany. Well, the police don't have to wear their name over their badge no more.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Why not?
this is all. See, all these things came in from back in 9/11 when they decided to reconstruct military and tie it in with the local police now, because now they're looking at terrorism, fighting it here abroad, here and abroad. So, you know, it was a reconstruction passed in to redo everything, the police, the military, bring them into one. You know, it used to be where the you had one organization that would watch over that and look over that and make sure, but that all changed then. So these changes are steady progressing. These people have 20, 30, 40 year and 50-year plans. So they know, okay, this time to hit this button. And you're gonna start seeing more of that in a lot of these states where the police don't even have to wear their name on their badge. Because at first you'd be like, what's your name, officer? What's your name? But now they finna test run this now. You know, they finna test run this one. And I can't remember what state is in. I'm gonna have to look it up. But once they test run this, then you're gonna see it in a little bit more and more. Just like Trump put them troops out there with no identification on there. You know, but yeah, this thing is ramping up, man. They got some goals they got to reach by 2025, and they finna hit it. You know?
It's always an agenda, period.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. And like you said, you gotta get them numbers.
You gotta hit the numbers, man. You know, these folks are very goal oriented. The problem is, and we know, and you know, that reading this book, Powernomics, you know, we've been reading that book in a group. We not goal oriented. We just going along with our life. We just, you know, just go to work, man. I don't want to be bothered. I just want to go to work, pay my bills, get me a nice car, you know.
And when you said they are goal oriented, they're also saying by any means necessary. They're saying that as well. By any means necessary, we're gonna make sure that you're okay. So don't say nothing. You're okay. You're gonna be fine. You can move to a different state, maybe, and then we got you, and you'll still be a police officer because we need you. That type of thing. But by any means necessary, almost is basically what they're saying as well. Hey. We're gonna make sure that this happens.
Hey, it's going down. Because you know, you didn't have police officers. I mean, you get shot then, like in the 80s and stuff like that. But now it's take you out with a butter knife. You know, the guy got a butter knife, like that little guy Laquan in Chicago. He was running with a little bitty knife like this, and they hit him up. But no, it's changed, man. It's changed. This is take them down. And they're not just taking you down once, just like the other guy who got shot and paralyzed. Why you had to shoot the man that many times in the back? I mean, you already hit him once, but now it's like take you out.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, and it reminds me of a brother I know who was a truck driver, and he was saying, he told me in their training, he said, "Listen, man, if you think you're gonna have an accident." Now he used to drive. He don't drive anymore. But he said, if you think you're going to have an accident, he said it's best to just go ahead and take the people almost out. I said, wow, why won't you say something that cold? He said, because then they can't testify against you and all that. So they using these same methods. You you know, because the dead man can't tell no tales. You know, that you can hit that many times and then they won't even allow no ambulance and nothing or a medic to look at you. And they lay it like how, you know, they left my man laying there hours. They probably could have saved him, but nobody can even get to him. They leave him there for hours. They're gonna make sure they're gonna make sure you going off in a bag, right?
Hey,
Yeah, you know, a dead man can't testify or something. You ain't
right,
got to worry
right.
about that. You know, but
Yeah, that pees me off. It really does, you know, kind
yeah,
of.
how it make you feel as a black woman? How you feel about it as a black woman? Talk about it. Like what you feeling as a black woman?
um I'm mad. I'm angry. You know, like people say, like, oh, she's a mad, angry woman, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad and angry at certain things. You know, I'm mad and angry that, you know, you will keep letting these things go on from either side, whichever side, wrap around, whatever you want to call it, just all the way around and across the board. You know, I'm mad. You know, I'm mad at the ones that are doing um the oppression. You know, I'm mad at the ones that are not ready to fight back and like really stand up and make a change. You know, so I'm mad at both sides. So it's balanced to me. You know what I'm saying? It's balanced to me, but I'm so tired. I'm now mad, but I'm tired. So that means since I'm tired, I'm ready to make a change. And those are some of the key like key phrases or key concepts or stages of change. And I study this stuff. So it's like you get to a point where you plateau or you get mad and frustrated, and then that's when you're able to make a change. So I'm ready to make a change right now, to make a difference. And with that being said, I'm reading the Powernomics, and I'm trying to really equip myself and empower myself right now in order to not necessarily fight back, but try to give my the people that are following me, watching me, give them some knowledge, give them some inspiration. You know, if you see me riding around and you think that I'm riding good and living luxury, you can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be jealous. You know, you can do the
Well,
same thing I'm doing, and I'm trying to just empower you. You know, I'm not trying to take nothing from nobody.
well, and I think that's part of the issue right there. People don't want to be out of their comfort zone. They want to be ride the nice cars, live a nice life, have nobody bother them, you know, enjoy family and friends on the weekend. But it's another agenda here,
Mm.
and the other agenda is kind of going to impede on that in the near future. So what does that, you know, it's going what it's going to take is more people to get pushed out of that comfort zone. Like now, like you seeing all these evictions happening, all these people losing their homes. Once you hit that critical mass, then you're going to see a change. But until that happens, you know, because long as everybody got, you know, somewhere or some over their head, they're not going to protest like that. They're not ready to get out there and challenge the authorities to say things going to stay so much the status quo.
Yeah.
But I think as things progress and more of these job closings happen, and they can't do that, and you know they can't they can't make the means, or they can't meet. They're in an uncomfortable place. Then you'll see that happen, man, and that's where we get into. But
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. You know, that's cool. And again, like you said, don't get mad at you because you're doing these things. Anybody, you could do it too. You just gonna have to switch up. You
Yep.
know,
Yeah. You got to. You
yeah,
got
you got to switch up. You got to find another means. And
because even after the lights are off, I'm still up. I'm still trying to make moves. I'm still up. I'm still working, I should say. Even after my 9 to 5, I'm still working. You know, because I'm trying to I'm trying to hit that peak just so I can, break through that circle. You know what I'm saying? Just even a little bit, and get my piece of the pie. I've been feeling real good, you guys. Getting my piece of the pie,
So this decision, how does that make you feel about getting that piece of the pie? I mean, because it could be taken away like that. She was a technician and lab and stuff, and then she was doing very well, and then you just get somebody just barge in and just take your life. So when do we start saying, hey, enough is enough, man? Because that right there, now they trying to bring up a lot of fake charges. I heard talking about, well, maybe the boyfriend was doing this and all that, and the ex was doing this, and that was some fake things that the report was trying to say, or they were trying to connect it to the other guy, right?
Right. Yeah.
They're just trying to cover their ass.
Right.
But the thing is, when do you say, hey, that could happen to me, or that could be happening to you, or that could happen to the next person? When is enough enough? When are you ready to get out your comfort zone and start making the changes that you need that's going to protect you? Because as a Black woman, do you feel protected?
For the most part, yes, but sometimes no. Sometimes no. And then that goes hand in hand with some of the stuff that I've read in the Powernomics, where eventually I am going to get that $1 million life insurance policy. I'm gonna make sure I get it for my kids. If something do happen like that, and then I need to look into it to where not only will I really don't need a will, I need a trust. You know what I'm saying? I need a trust fund for my kids. And these are the things that we need to really talk about and share amongst one another, where, in the book that we're reading and referring to everything, all the stocks, the bonds, all of the insurance claims, the trust, and everything is owned by the ones that don't even look like us. So what should we do? We need to start playing this game. We do need to get in this game and actually not want to be included, but
you ain't gonna be included. I don't even want to be included.
We need to start growing from within right now. And meaning within, we need to start growing within our neighborhoods. We need to start growing where we are right now. We are in a certain neighborhood, in a particular area of our neighborhood right now. We need to stay in that neighborhood. We need to get a co-op and buy our own supermarket. We need to get our own insurance people to stay in the neighborhood. All right? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Stop trying to reinvent stuff. Stop trying to get in places that you do not have a seat or you're not welcome.
Well, that's because that goes back to, again, the American value system that you adopted, and you don't know you adopted. But the whole idea is get the money, get the bag, like they say, get the bag.
The bag.
Then move to a bigger house.
Okay.
Move to, oh man, he stay up there, Beverly Hills somewhere, and one of them, he stay over there in that rich area over there. He moved up.
And he ain't even liked in that area or wanted. He can't even go outside.
Yeah, he might be the only Black dude there.
Yeah.
For real. Or either two.
That stuff over here, you can't. Yeah. No. Yeah.
So that's the dream that we were sold, but a lot of us want to feel included. That illusion of inclusion. Dr. Claude Anderson and a lot of our leaders are the ones I like. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, who they said that's the illusion of inclusion. If this decision didn't wake you up to let you know you are not included in this dream, I don't care what you do.
Right.
You need to understand that some groups can integrate, like they said in the book. A lot of groups can integrate. The Irish, they come over here, they can integrate. they'll be included. But guess what? You're not gonna be included.
No.
I was just watching where they arrested a doctor. You know, they was asking him who house is this and all that. He like, well, who house would it be? It's my house. A black doctor, a young guy. So that illusion of inclusion is, this should be a wake-up call. That's how I look at this. I'm not mad. I wouldn't be mad at this. This should wake you up, man, because it's a lot of cats who out here, they want to get the high-priced cars, Land Rovers and all that stuff. The illusion of inclusion. Oh man, I made it. Made where? What you mean you made it from? What are you doing? You know? But you still, like they say, hey, this is what they think about you. What was that? Dr. Dre, Ice Cube and them did this. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. And they kept playing that. Don't matter how much money you got.
No.
Don't matter if you're doing right. That girl was in the house sleep, still got shot up. And guess what? They walked. And Dr. Claude Anderson predicted this. You can look him up. He did a presentation back here in 2001. He was saying that if we don't get our crap together, then we are going to become fourth-class citizens, not even third-class citizens.
Okay. Fourth.
Right. And he was saying that because one, you don't have respect as a group. You keep every time somebody do get that money or get the bag, they then separate from you and they go off with the other group. Just like our Mr. Crazy Kanye that's doing out there. You know, he didn't make it like, and Lupe did a real good presentation on it. Like he said, that man didn't make it all the way there by himself. He had a team of people that was with him. Then he was the one who got accepted to move the crib. They took him, you know, but it was a team of writers with him. He wasn't the only one writing. He wasn't the only one producing. It was a group behind him. But out of that, then they took the head off and they kept the Barbie doll, you know.
Right.
So, and this keep happening. You keep trying to feel like you're in there.
Yep.
So this should be a wake-up call. I think this we better start waking up fast, because they looking at this thing as group economics. Racism is a group word. It means to compete. It's race.
It's a race.
It's a race. And the first time it was used, he talked about that in the book, Power Numbers. Everybody should read that book, but he talked about that in the book, is when they were out. It was the Dutch. It was the, who else? All the different groups that was out there doing chattel slavery, or the Ma'afa. And they were separating the world, you know, taking over these resources. Who the race was about who was going to build this new world. That was the race.
Right.
And but again, you were not included, because this you can't hide this, right? This color.
Right.
Right. So that whole thing was just I'm already woke. So now for the one who wasn't woke, I hope you woke up by now.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please. We need all of the we need everybody. It's all of us or none. And that is a group in which I got a t-shirt, and I love it because it's just saying that it's all of us or none. We need to make sure that we are empowering one another, but we are on one accord. All right. And that means that we need to tell people and let people know that there's unacceptable behavior. Okay. There's unacceptable behavior. There's a culture to this. All right. We need to establish some rules and goals and boundaries around here. You know, if I'm going to say it like it is. If you see somebody shooting at the end of the block, all right, we need to come together and do some military type of stuff, meaning, you know, just in our, not really military, but, you know, we need to come together and come as a collective to let people know you can't do that on our block. And sometimes it's like we only bring the police in. Yes, I understand, but They don't even respect the police. So how you gonna bring the police in? You need to really dig down in deep and tell these students or tell these kids or young adults that if you keep doing this, then something else is going to happen. And we keep saying, oh, it's death or it's in jail. They don't care about that. They haven't cared about it since the 90s. So now in still 2020 years later, we're going to keep telling them the same things. They already heard it. They already embedded it in their brain. We need to start empowering them, speaking life into them, and letting them know that this is unacceptable behavior. And at the same time, when people say, I have to say it like this, people always say black on black crime.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get it together. Let me get it out. Have you ever heard of Asian on Asian crime? Mm-hmm. Muslim on Muslim crime? Have you ever heard of this? But everybody keeps saying black on black crime. That's the #1 hashtag or whatever you want to call it. And we still promote it. We still say it out of our mouth. We need to really understand that there are certain words, terms, and phrases that are in the books for a reason. Okay? They're to get the money or get the grants. But other than that, does it really exist? Yeah, it does. It's supposed to exist. You're going to create or have some type of habit, trauma, mental health problem. You're going to have some type of conflict amongst the people that look like you and who you are around or surrounded by. So Asian on Asian crime exists, but nobody is over here promoting and prancing it around. Asians ain't talking about that. So we really need to dig down in deep and stop doing these unacceptable behaviors. And that's unacceptable. Stop doing it. Stop saying it. Stop saying it.
Okay.
White crime exists. It does. Nobody is talking about it. But it's so embedded in us. It's so brainwashed in us. We need to unlearn to relearn. And everybody is saying that they're woke, but ain't nobody doing nothing. Like, stop. Stop.
I see what you're saying. I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. We're gonna have to. You gotta. Well, I don't know what to call them. The opponents, the opposition. I don't know. Yeah, the opposition. I say they speak on code. They stay on code. So you have to learn the code.
Yeah.
If you don't know the code, then all you wind up doing is helping to
all these little code words, underprivileged, urban areas. I mean, all of these words right there.
Yep.
What you say?
Yeah, that's code. That's all code. Yep. That's code, man.
Yep. And then at the same time, we need to understand as what did he call us? Native Afro Americans. We aren't black. All right. And when you're talking about the census, they're trying to group a lot of people against one race. All right. Every single time. So you have plenty of people that can identify with white. There's no longer Caucasian on the thing. There's no longer European descendant on there. It's just plain and clear as day white. Some of the sensory part, I should say, when you put it on application and all these other things, where you have to pick two together. So I'm gonna say it like this. I was at my job, and with our job, we have to identify the race of the person, and that person needs to be either Hispanic and white, or Hispanic and black, or Hispanic and something else. They just can't be plain Hispanic. So that's even more cold terms. You know what I'm saying? In which they use. All right. So we need to understand these terminologies, the literacy part All right. And what if we all just checked, I do not want to disclose my race or other, you know what I'm saying? And write it in so that we can be identified not with just black. We're Americans. We Americans.
Well, I mean, that's what Malcolm X was saying that in a presentation he did back here before his life was ended, and he was saying that he said, really, if you was actually included in this dream, then why would they have to make a whole new set of laws for you?
Yes.
Why don't you just say, hey, you American, you in now?
Right.
Say that. They had to, amend certain laws and say, well, we're gonna pass this on this way and different things. But yeah.
And then by reading the book Powernomics, it says that the first 12 of the Constitution or other laws are for other people, and it's only 3 laws that are only able to help us as a ethnicity. Only 3 compared to 12. Now, isn't that weird?
No, it ain't weird. I suspect it. You got to realize something here, man, and this is the problem. Don't nobody really realize this. You've been, let me see, adopted or
manipulated, brainwashed.
Actually, you were kidnapped and brought into a cult. Brought into a cult. Just, you ever see them movies where they kidnap somebody, then they go meet the people and then they tell me, come with us, Lisa. She tell me, no, I belong here. That's what happened to you. This is a cult.
Yeah.
This is a cult. That's why you don't understand. That's why Trump could say anything. He could say anything to them people. He could tell them anything and they are not going to listen to nobody else but him because he understands the American philosophy. This is a cult. You being kidnapped, your forefathers being kidnapped and brought into slavery at that long ago was brought into a cult. That's why they wasn't allowed to read, learn. No, you don't read. We don't want you to know nothing. We tell you what to think.
Right.
We tell you that. And guess what? It's still going on to this day.
Yes.
It never stopped.
Yes.
But you don't know you still in this cult. You thinking, well, I'm okay. I got me a nice house. I'm doing well. And you accept it. You're like, well, it worked for me.
Yeah.
You are in a cult.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man. And there's no you don't know you got to be deprogrammed.
Yes.
You don't know how to deprogram yourself.
Yes.
You need help to get deprogrammed.
Yes.
Once the deprogram can happen, but it's got to be done by an outside source. Then you could see your way clear to make clear decisions. Right now, all your decisions are you got a couple of people. You got like the brother the black man who's the prosecutor for the case. He feel like he included. He see nothing wrong. I'm upholding this system. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing my job. He's very cut, very professional. Man, you in a cult, man. You don't see nothing wrong with that,
And so there's cults inside of cults too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what you in.
Yeah.
That's why this thing right now, this year, is so freaking scary because you see this now clearly, clear as day. This is no joke. These are they used to have a series come on Saturday Night Live, the Moonies. They used to make fun of Reverend Sun Myung Moon and the Moonies, and they had them up in there, and they're like they program. You dealing with this on a wide scale for real.
Sure.
You even see it's even politicized, even a health issue. If you go, like when I was down there in Mississippi, I was in the store, I was the only one with a mask on. Nobody was wearing a mask. They was looking at me like, oh, he must be one of them liberals or one of them Democrats. No, I'm just somebody who don't want to be sick from your ass. I don't know what you got. And right now, I don't trust nobody. You know, it's not that I'm a Democrat or a Republican. I don't trust nothing out here now. Now, I'm on 10 all the way around. You know, is it somehow? Then you got some of these folks saying, oh, it's just 5G. Listen, man, whatever it is, I don't want it. You keep it.
For sure.
So I'm gonna wear it. Now, all that other stuff, you trying to prove something or what side you with, this is part of the cult mentality. That's what I said. You in it. Then look, and what happened?
Hold on, let me read the disclaimer because I ain't even read it in a while. Wait 1 second. Okay. This is Conscious Community Connections, where we keep the community connected. This is 104.5 FM, Urbana-Champaign. Views expressed are those of the speakers and are not intended to represent WRFU, UC, IMC, or Urbana Socialist Forum. We got Ahmed in here. He was saying the Bill of Rights was the one that I was referring to, I guess. And then, hey, Ken, he said, what's up, family? But no, back to it. This is a cult. Wow.
Yeah, this is a cult, man. You in it. We in it. We in it deep too.
We need to unlearn and relearn.
Well, okay, I'm gonna go back. It was a statement that came out that Trump said early on that he knew how dangerous this disease was. Mm-hmm. And you know what? His followers and the rest of them, it didn't budge them. This man told her he said that. So you dealing with some very dangerous people. You're dealing with like Jim Jones. You probably don't know about Jim Jones. Jim Jones took all these people and they moved to this.
Took them and then they swallowed that stuff,
right?
Yeah,
after a while, he killed them with the Kool-Aid. Yeah. But that's how a cult works. They don't listen to no one else but that leader or that group or that it's total veneration for that individual in power.
Okay.
That's how it works. So truth has no place with a cult. So and that's scary. Wow. You know, like they keep telling you, hey man, you know, this global warming stuff is real and all that. These fires out here in California and all this.
I know.
Yeah, but they not gonna hear that. So man, this is a very big election. I'm thinking, man, more than 80% of Congress is up for revoting, reseating. More than 435 seats are coming up. This is a lot. This is going to change.
I didn't even think about that.
Hey, this is going to change.
That's why.
That's what I'm telling you, man. This is about to change.
Live, because you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to understand, you can't say everything on live, even though we're using a certain platform and stuff like that. And we haven't got any like interruptions, but there's certain, like you said, cold words where you can't say. You know, there's certain things that you cannot hashtag. You know what I'm saying? And you can't say there's a cure for anything. Like, you are going to get flagged, banned, or whatever it may be. You know, they're shutting down a lot of different things. You know.
Yeah, man. And as we move closer to these days, to that official day, we're going to get into more tense situations. This is going to become more intense.
And people say, you know, about those dark times and stuff, like man, I swear, before the COVID or the flu, whatever you want to call it, before that even hit, I should say like nationwide in March, there was some people I know for sure that were already sick, had it, and passed it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It was just so disgusting last winter. I don't know what's going on for this winter coming up, but hey.
It's gonna be dangerous, man. This we going into some real dangerous times. So, you know, I encourage people to be just be prepared, man, because I'm prepared.
Have your tissue.
Yeah, have you some tissue, because you see what happened with the tissue.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure for to buy some tomorrow. I'm gonna start stocking up. But it's just this is the honesty that we have. We're trying to be transparent so you guys understand. These are the things that we talk about as a group and as a team. We are ready and willing to, empower others. We're shining lights on different things that's going on, especially those fires. We haven't talked about the fires. The fires in California has burnt so many acres in the past, just this year alone. It has topped all of the other fires.
Yeah, well, global warming is not real.
Shut up!
Now, when you say that, you got to do like this.
Right.
Just look straight. Because, again, it's part of the cult, man. It's part of the cult thinking, man. This is how you think. And you got this problem, too. Now, here's the biggest issue we got. Here's one of the biggest issues we got.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like to read. People like to be told. 80% of the people are not going to go out there and read it. They will wait until somebody disseminate the information to them. Everybody is not a reader. Everybody is not somebody who go out there and, look up information. They're not that type of individuals, man. So that's what's going on too. Now,
does that kind of go hand in hand when some of the I've watched so many motivational speakers that they will say that 90% of the individuals will not complete their goal. 90% of individuals will not be that happy because they haven't completed their goals. They won't get to that point. It's like only 10% will actually do it, but then even with that being said, that 10%, only 5% or 2% will actually complete the goal. It's just it's so small.
Yeah, because majority is not going to want to dig in and learn to complete. In order to complete a goal, a TYgar goal, it's a lot going on. So let's say your goal is to start a business. Now, you may be a good baker or a good cook, but running a business as a cook is different. Now, you could, let's say you worked at a restaurant, you know how to cook. That's cool. You know how to cook, you're a good cook. But now running a restaurant, that's a lot of other aspects, which means you're going to have to get ready to learn a lot of material. You're going to have to become like a sponge. Right. There's the business structure. There's how the business function. All these things come into play with reaching that goal. Now, if you got that's why they say set SMART goals, which are strategic, measurable, attainable, right? And what's the R again?
Relevant,
realistic,
or time-based.
And time-based, right? So you wanna set these type of goals because some might be too big for you. If you're not that type of person who's willing to go out there and investigate and dig in and figure out how this damn thing works, this might not be for you. You gotta be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta know you. That's why they can't complete it. A lot of people don't know them themselves. Hello, you need to sit back and really figure out who you are. And are you that dude who you think you are?
Know thyself.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know themselves, especially a lot of these young dudes. They thinking they ain't learned themselves yet. So
they don't even know.
Right. So you once you know you and you accept you, then you're gonna exceed and you'll be able to make them, you will be able to reach all the goals. But again, you got to be one of them people who's willing to dig in. If you're not willing to dig it in, then you need to go sit your butt down and stay out of it. I almost cuss.
You did though.
No, I didn't come all the way out. I said eh. You don't know what he is. He could be an elephant, but
Oh, hush.
Yeah.
Yes, know thyself, and we need to understand that some of our emotions that we have, We might be afraid to want to know who we really are, but that's okay. You keep digging down in deep and trying to figure out who you really are, you know, because we are creators, you know.
Creators. You got the power of the creator. You are a creator. You are God. You are an expression of God. No matter who or she, he or she, anybody that's walking this planet, human, is an expression of God. So I respect them as that expression, although they don't know they that expression yet.
Right.
And the Egyptians had a term for this. They had a term, which was seho.
You said you did say it. You said, hey, the
No, I didn't.
Hey, Miss Lynette.
Ask her, who's she gonna believe, me or her line technology?
Right, exactly. Some more balance. No, not at all.
It's that technology, man. I'm telling you.
Y'all see his dreamy world camera over there? Would you wipe the smudge off of there? It's so dreamy and everything over there. It's been dreamy.
I don't know, man. That's that camera, man. Because it did something. It got foggy or something. I wiped it, but it did something. It do look dreamy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we got 5 minutes left. You trying to go for the hour? Because I know you don't need another hour and a half, do you?
No, I don't need no other hour and a half. I gotta go do my class. I gotta go do my Corel draw class, man.
Okay.
It's Mr. Norton be on me, man. He be talking about, you did your class. You don't want. What you mean I do my class? Mr. Norton like that teacher you had back in high school. Make sure you did you do it? I did it. And you can't even lie to him, you know. Yeah, you ever had that teacher you can't even lie to him? You be talking about some, nah, I ain't do it, man. That's how you gotta work with Ken. Ken Norton on the plan, man. Cool brother though, man.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Anything else we gonna say? We got 4 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna just say this again, man. Recent events, you know, the Breonna Taylor, the whole thing with that. Don't let it upset you. I expected it. Anytime they give somebody that much money that fast, they was already lining you up for the kill.
Yep.
Because I've never seen that before. Let's give them this money real quick. Then come out with the decision to wait till they get all the pieces in place, then do something like that. So that's all that was. Don't let that upset you. But I would encourage you to read that Powernomics, man, because that's a deep book. And it's going over the next steps, what we're going to have to do. And we're going to have to do a whole show on this, how to get organized.
Yes.
Like how to get organized. You know, we need to talk about that.
Yes.
How does that look?
Yes.
Groups. How do we organize?
That's like I looked up the definition, but that's like a cooperative, you know, buying into something and selling something, you know, or having a group of people like invest into something and do something. I mean, I have so many ideas, man. I swear I'm not of this world, but at the same time, this town, I'm sorry, I'm only giving y'all a couple more years of me, but man, my dreams are too big. They're
you ready to see the world, huh? All right, I'm with you. No, I'm with you.
I gotta go international, man. This is not gonna work, you know.
We're gonna get it together right here.
Yes.
I think we got the perfect
opportunities right now, and I will say this again. I have to say this before 2 minutes. That the world has never stopped in my lifetime for anything besides this. The world literally like slowed down because of the pandemic, and I'm still here. That means I'm still opportunity. There's still opportunity. I'm just so optimistic about this that, man, you had time to read, to come up with your ideas, to make you a business, to every single thing, to grieve, to mourn. You had time. Some people had time to really get things together. You need to make sure that you utilize your time wisely. You should have been reading 10, 20 dang on books, man.
Yeah.
Like this was your opportunity, and if you didn't use it during this time, then something ain't right. You need to link up with us. You need to find somebody that's smarter than you and be around them.
Yeah, get you a group. Get you a group. Like you said, get you a group and get you a group of individuals who not so much like-minded, but who willing to grow. So I was up. I enjoyed you.
Oh, Ken said, now you got my homie throwing me under the bus.
Yeah. Yeah, he all right. He got him. He got him. Yeah.
I guess we need to get off before we get in trouble for staying up too late because we got to get on that call tomorrow in the morning.
Oh man, I'm ready. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Peace.
For sure. All
Peace
right.
in dreamland. I'm not here. I'm really asleep right now. That's why it's talking like that. Yeah, I'm not here.
104.5 FM Urbana-Champaign. This is WRFU. All right.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.